everyone, it's Kristyn Burtt for the Web.Files. Today we have the 2009 Streamies Award winner for Best Hosted Web Series, Epic FU. We've got Zadi Diaz and Steve Woolf here to tell us about their brand new season and what to expect from them next. Let's check it out. Hey guys, got Steve Woolf and Zadi Diaz from Epic FU. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yes. Now, I always like to ask people if they could describe their show in 10 words or less.
Hey guys, I'm Zadi, and this is Epic FU Music. And this is Epic FU Film. Yes, this is Epic FU.
Buy it, use it, break it, fix it, trash it, change it, melt, upgrade it.
It's a short web show about emerging culture.
To the meat. I like.
This week we're going gaga for Twitter. Twitter. This is Twitter. Wait, you're on Twitter, right?
Who came up with the Epic FU name?
We thought of Epic FU because what does the web represent to us? It's kind of the epic FU to traditional ways of thinking.
You just relaunched your season after a long hiatus.
Hey guys, it's Zadi, here to tell you that Epic FU is coming back on January 21st.
You're kind of dividing things up. I noticed there's like a Music Mondays and Thursdays is going to be dedicated towards film.
This iteration is really about getting more focused. So we have, these kind of silos of where we want to create shows, music and film encompasses online video and a lot of other things too now. But what we'd really like to be doing is a show every day of the week where we're focusing on things like sex and relationships or politics or green or tech, things that our audience really cares about and that emerging culture is focused around. And the angle is always about how is the web and technology affecting this part of culture.
Yep.
I think we needed a little bit of a break from Epic FU also because we need to take a look at what's relevant and not relevant about what we're doing. Because the web changes so quickly, I mean, your game plan has to change every 3 to 6 months. If none of it's relevant anymore, it's time to rethink it. But we found there was still a lot that was relevant. We just have to tweak and massage the parts that weren't.
Now I want to go back to the beginning with Epic FU. So talk about how you guys came together and started Jet Set.
Jet Set Show.
We started June 2006, was the very first show. This week we're going to be talking about video games.
We were on for about 9 months. That's when we started a licensing deal with Next New Networks. And about a few months into that, we became Epic FU because we needed to do some intellectual property protection, and Jet Set was everywhere. If you Google Epic FU, you're just going to get Epic FU.
This is Epic FU. This is Epic FU. This week on Epic FU. But it was interesting. I mean, in 2006, there weren't that many web shows, and we started actually because of Rocket Boom. I started as a correspondent there, and from there we were thinking we should start a show and have fun with it. And so Jet Set Show started from there.
It was really more just kind of an exploration and an experiment. We were just very interested in figuring out ways to get the people watching the show to make media with us.
At the time, we were working full-time jobs. This was something that after the day was done, we would work from 5 to 4 in the morning. And
That's tough.
Basically, it was a passion project, and it was, like Steve said, about having people create media. For us, it wasn't just a show about web culture. At that time, it was really who's watching, can you collaborate with us? Can you make these stories with us? It was a variety show at the time, so it was completely different.
So when Next New Network sort of steps in, does that sort of take it to a higher level for you guys?
The great thing about them is that they came to us and said, we know as much as you do. Let's just explore.
Yes.
Let's figure this whole thing out. So for us, that was a great experience because there were no rules.
It enabled us to focus on making the show full time. And when we signed with them, our episodes were getting like 20 to 30,000 views an episode. By the end of our first year with them, we were doing 2 to 3 million a month. So it was tremendously successful.
So you went from Next New Networks and then you went to an even higher profile site.
We had a 1-year deal with Next New Networks. It was a licensing deal, and it was a great partnership. We were really very much on the same page with them about almost everything. And when that deal ended, we just wanted to explore our options, and we were also thinking about doing something on TV at the time with the show. And Revision 3, we were very much on the same page about let's just go forward with everything that you have on the table. It was a way also for us to reach a new audience too.
We were with Revision 3 for about
It was only about 6 months.
Oh yeah, 6 months,
yeah.
right.
It was October of 2008, and They ran into a little bit of some struggling times for them, like everybody did, and they laid off 10 or 12 people, including some very high-profile people. And they ended distribution agreements with Wine Library TV and also with us, and it was a cost-cutting measure.
We literally just said, okay, well, let's regroup, let's figure out where we're going to go from here. This will give us a chance to really reimagine the show, because with Epic FU, one of the key factors, I guess, of the show is that every few months we stop and reevaluate and come back to it differently. We're rolling. This is Zadi Camp.
You guys won Best Hosted Web Series last year. Was that a big shock?
It was great because it was the first Streamies. Steve always says it's kind of like the homecoming of web video of sorts.
I hate to be corny and say like it's an honor just to be nominated, but it really was, because all the people in that category have been doing it for a long time and doing it well.
And you're also Webby Award winners as well, so not too shabby.
Not too bad.
Two-time Webby Award.
I know. Yeah, and you've had, what, 4 nominations altogether?
It's been a good run with Epic FU. It kind of just lets us know that we're on the right track, or that people appreciate the work that we're doing.
And you really have an interactive online community of mix.
Anytime we're wondering about some part of the show, whether something's working or not working, we have a place to go where thousands of people give us immediate feedback. It's invaluable. I think people started looking to Epic FU as a way to find cool new things that they couldn't find elsewhere. It's kind of a curatorial thing. So the audience really is collaborative in that curatorial effort. They send us things all the time, and then it really goes beyond that to where we're making original content that they're also participating in.
What's sort of the next step for you guys then?
The next step is going to be rolling out a blog network. So we're going to go from having 2 video shows a week to having daily content from bloggers around the world. And we're going to be partnering with the British Council to help make this happen. And the idea is really just to make epicfu.com a content destination. So this blog network will be a way for us to bring in daily content and have different perspectives. And we'll be able to bubble that stuff up into the shows also.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for sitting down with us, because I think it's been a really interesting, evolution for you guys, and you're proving that you can be successful, but there's bumps in the roads too. We all have them, and I think that's good. Well, thanks so much for joining us here in the Web.Files.
Thank you. This is great.
I think Zadi and Steve really gave us a great look at the evolution of their web series. I have to say, it's not always an easy one, but it can be a successful one, and I can't wait to see what they do next. This episode of the Web.Files is now closed. I'm Kristyn Burtt. We'll see you next time.